Hello, everyone. Today's audio is going to be another one about taking back your power, about detachment, and why is it so important. I talk about this a lot, and I do it because I really want you to understand that it's the key to everything. And I know that a lot of people are refusing to, even try it because it seems stupid to do in their situation, and it seems, it doesn't seem logical, basically. Um, but trust me, on an energetical level, it really, really is. I know what I'm talking about. I studied the human brain, the human behavior. Of course, all of these things are connected with witchcraft, with everything, because it's all about the energy. And as you know, I've been practicing magic for 20 years. So I know what I'm talking about. I know why I'm giving you this advice. And I know that not everyone is going to be able to work with me. And when I see a client, potential client, that I see is just not going to be able to do it, doesn't understand it, doesn't want to cooperate, expects to get a slave, expects magic to work in the way that scammers tell you it does. So you don't need to do anything, they just do the spell and that's it. That's not how it works. And believe me, it's not. I have no reason to lie to you. I'm like so transparent. I have this channel. My prices are low. I'm really trying to help. I give a lot of free stuff with the spells. I'm really just basically trying to help you. And I'm not interested in lying or scamming you. So if you want to be my client, you're really gonna need to trust me and really gonna need to do the work. It's not the same for everyone. It's not always like big attachment. It can be other issues. We will work on everything just to make sure you get your manifestation, your spell to manifest as soon as possible, and that's just how it is. So let's go back to the actual topic, detachment again. So I'm gonna try to give you another example how you can like detach and what's likely gonna happen if you do. Because I get this question a lot, and I kind of only talk about detachment and then really talk about how it affects your target. So I will do that today. Basically, you need to detach because, like we said a million times, your energy is needy, desperate. You need their validation. You're putting them on this huge pedestal, and you're not even, thinking about your self worth because you just want this person. You're willing to do whatever it takes to get this person back or to get this person, whatever your situation is. Let's just say it's an ex just to make it easier for me to explain because most of my clients want their ex back. So, when you're being needy and desperate, your ex is very repulsed by your behavior. And when you're blowing up their phone and like obsessing over them and like just sending them all these crazy texts and doing, trying to manipulate them, also listen to my audio about I don't remember. Do you have this issue? I don't know what it's exactly called. I think that's the name of it. Anyways, this talks about people that are trying to manipulate their target basically by telling lies or hurting themselves and stuff like that. And this is really bad. You don't want to be doing this. So whatever you're doing, when you're doing it from this attached, desperate state because you need this person, you're not yourself without this person. You don't have your worth without this person. You feel like you are not worth anything if you don't have this person. You think that having this person is gonna make you worthy because you desperately need their validation. And this is totally repulsive to them. I'm not gonna just say how wrong it is and how wrong it is for your mental health. Since most of you just want that person, I'm just gonna do it in terms of that. This person is gonna be repulsed by this behavior. They're not gonna know. Some of them will be repulsed if you're gonna be like really, just stalking them, sending texts, stuff like that. But even for those who are not, who are in no contact or who are blocked, that's why they're in no contact. Anyways, those of you that are not doing these things but are chasing this person in their head, constantly thinking about them, not feeling okay without them, feeling anxious, feeling not worthy, putting this person on a pedestal. This person feels it on an energetical level and is also repulsed. So it's basically the same thing. um, and they don't know why they're repulsed since you're not doing anything, but they don't want to. It doesn't mean that they think you're gross or anything. Okay, when I say repulsed, it's the energy they're repulsed to, so they don't think you're ugly or gross or disgusting. Don't get me wrong, but what they're getting from that bad energy they're getting from you is that they do not want to reach out, do not want to get back together, stuff like that. Not that they are like, oh, this person is disgusting, absolutely nothing like that, but they just don't want to get back into contact, get back into relationships, stuff like that, because they're repulsed on an energetical level. So when I say repulsed, I don't mean physically. Okay, so just wanted to make that clear because I don't want you to think that they think you're ugly or gross or unattractive. That's not true, absolutely not. Okay, having said that, this is what they're getting from you. Now let's get into how how to change that basically. So absolutely, we change that with spells, but in order for spells to work, we need to change our behavior as well. So if we are, texting, calling, begging, manipulating, whatever, that needs to end, that needs to end. That's the most important thing. But also, if we're doing it energetically in our heads, we're constantly like obsessing over them. That also needs to end. So, same thing. And how do we end it? Well, my dear, basically, these exes definitely did not treat you all that good because they're an ex, and because maybe you didn't treat them all that good as well, but that's another topic. They had to have some flaw, something had to be wrong. So you're gonna focus on that. Actually, you're gonna focus on all the little things that you were bothered with, no matter how small they are. You're gonna just focus on those things, for like not. I'm not saying that you should obsess now about those things for like months. You're gonna focus on a few days on these things. You're just gonna think about all the bad stuff, all the little bad things they said or did. You're even gonna exaggerate those things, and you're gonna be like, I deserve better. I deserve better. For example, this guy never took me on a date. Oh my god, it's like basic stuff. I deserve to be taken on a fucking date. Sorry, excuse my language. I deserve to be taken on a date. I definitely deserve that. I mean, look at me. I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm blah blah blah, whatever. And of course, I deserve a date, a dinner, lunch, drinks, whatever. I deserve that. That's just an example, okay? Or this person never met my parents, or never met their parents, whatever. And I deserve that, obviously. So just think about how you deserve better, and then you're gonna kind of create this attachment, and you're just gonna let it go after you do this exercise. You're gonna be okay. So I definitely deserve better, and I'm letting this go because I don't even want someone who treats me like that because I deserve so much better. I'm so much better than that. So that's what you need to do. I don't know your exact situation. I can't give like you know, exact thing for everyone. But basically, you're just gonna tailor this to your situation, whatever it is. And then it's really important to let it go because you're not gonna be obsessing with how horrible they were, because that's also not the best. Because then we're creating this huge resentment, which is also a block. So you just need to kind of make peace. Okay, it's over, and this person did not treat me the way I deserve, and I deserve better. And you let go. You do not resent for the forever, right? It's really important that you don't stay in the resentment mode. So just doing it just to kind of detach and not to obsess about how they did you, blah blah blah. You're letting go. And so basically, after you let go, and if you can let go without this part where you analyze the behavior and how it was not appropriate, not good enough, do it. It's better to just let go if you can, but most people can't, obviously. That's why we're attached. So this is a good way to kind of achieve that. So what's going to happen with your target is, since you're no longer gonna be needy for them, you're not no longer gonna be desperate, and you're not gonna focus your energy on them, you're gonna focus it on you. And we talk about this a lot, how important it is to focus your energy on you, to work on you, all of that stuff. And it is, and you're just gonna focus on you having good time, being pretty, being great, being better in your career and all of those things. This person is suddenly, even if you're no contact at all, the thing is that, of course, this is not probably going to happen without a spell. So it is sort of a law of attraction thing, but you will need a spell, because um, this person needs to, just the spell will kind of accelerate everything. So the spell will probably, in some cases, if possible, the spell will kind of make them run into you or something to remind them of you, whatever. And then they're gonna really get your new energy. If they run into you, for example, somewhere on an event, let's say, or something. Just giving an example, okay? And you're like gonna be in the energy where you don't, it's not like you don't care about them, but you're gonna be in a you're not gonna be in that anxiously attached needy energy, stuff like that. So they're gonna sense that energy, and of course you're gonna basically be ignoring them. They're not gonna be staring at them, nothing like that, and your energy is gonna be also like pretty much ignore. They're just gonna pick up on the energy where you're like indifferent, basically, or just detached. And this is what's gonna make you attractive again. And I don't mean, again, that you stopped being attractive to them in a physical sense, but attractive in, energy sense. Okay. So they're gonna want to, you know something. They're gonna want something, basically. They're gonna start like, oh, this person is great, why did I let this person go? And of course, it's really important to take care of your appearance as well, because you want to wow them by your appearance, because people are, also visual beings. So when they see you all pretty and beautiful and not caring about them, that is where the spell's gonna kick in. Because this is not, I'm telling you this from the spell perspective, obviously, and not like some other perspective, like, without a spell, like, forget about it. But this is where the spell is going to kick in. It's going to be able to kick in. If the situation, everything is going to be just perfect for it to actually start working. So, yeah, that is why I preach detachment. And I hope this was helpful, and I hope you understand a bit better maybe now where I'm coming from. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day. Bye.